Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. This video is about Austria in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. This year's Austrian entry, Who the Hell Is Edgar, performed by Teya and Salena, was selected internally. I've watched the official preview video, which is accessible via the official Eurovision Song Contest website several times, sometimes whilst also following the lyrics. The song begins with the following three lines, though to me they sound spoken rather than sung. Oh my God, you're such a good writer. Oh no, it's not me, it's Edgar. Who the hell is Edgar? In the official preview video, at the end of the second line, the camera pans to the typewriter which has an Edgar badge. Presumably, that's the make of the typewriter. A beat begins from the start of the second line of this section. There are also video game sounds, possibly Space Invaders, in this part, but I'm mystified as to their significance. The first verse proper is as follows. There's a ghost in my body and he is a lyricist. It is Edgar Allan Poe and I think he can't resist. Yeah, his brain is in my hand and it's moving really fast. The third line includes a reference to Edgar Allan Poe. According to Wikipedia, he was an American writer, poet, editor, and literary critic who is best known for his poetry and short stories, particularly his tales of mystery and the macabre. I'm mystified as to why Teya and Salena would want to sing a song about him, or which refers to him, at Eurovision. There's a noticeable pause in the singing at this point, filled with a few notes. I've noticed strings as well, so I'd say what comes next is the second verse. Don't know how he possessed me, but I'm happy that he did, 'cause this song is feeling special and is gonna make me rich. Yeah, the words are spilling out. What the heck is this about? These two blocks, which as far as I'm concerned are the first two verses, are sung in a style I'd describe as 1970s country. The beat, which first appears in the opening section, continues through these two verses. The official video up to this point is set in an office with wood grain walls and a typewriter in use, so it looks 1970s to me. Some people who are seeing or hearing this song for the first time ever during Eurovision week may think this song is behind the times. There is a notable change for a pre-chorus, so oh mia padre, there's a ghost in my body. Oh, the tune sounds rather echoey for this part. According to Eurovision World, mio padre is Italian for my father. This leads seamlessly into the chorus, which is as follows. Po, 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 3 times over. Edgar Allan, Edgar Allan. Po, 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 3 times over. Edgar Allan Poe. That's a rather repetitive chorus with so many instances of Poe. At least the transition between the last two instances of Poe is shorter than the preceding instances on each line. So that's a subtle variation, but you need to listen carefully whilst following the lyrics to be aware of that. Furthermore, there is no beat of start of the chorus, but the rhythm builds up by the Edgar Allan line. The beat is back for the second half of the chorus. The third verse is as follows. Maybe I should call a doctor or an exorcist. Maybe someone out there knows where Shakespeare is, so I can get a taste. What's your IPI? And where's the A&R? Girls Call Universal, you're about to be a star. This is sung in the same style as the first two verses, and the beat continues through this verse. Next comes the second instance of a chorus. This time the beat continues through the whole chorus, not just the second half. Also this time the chorus ends with Edgar Allan, followed by the spoken line, "Who the hell is Edgar?" The next part is what I call a filler section, though perhaps this is intended to be a bridge. It goes, "Oh mia padre, there's a ghost in my body. Oh mia padre, there's a ghost in my body." This section is sung in an echoey manner, and the beat continues. The po lines are performed by backing singers in this part. The final verse is as follows. 0.003, give me 2 years and your dinner will be free. Gas station champagne is on me. Edgar cannot pay the rent for me. 0.00, 0.00, 0.00. At least it pays to be funny. This song is sung differently to the previous verses. These seem to be sung. The lines seem to be sung slower than in the previous verses, and there is no beat during the first two lines. The beat builds up during the rest of this verse, but for some mysterious reason, the last line is spoken rather than sung. I'm also mystified as to the significance of the 0.00. You got a few instances of that in this verse. And I'm also mystified as to the significance of "give me 2 years and your dinner will be free." It's a rather unusual verse to say the least. The song draws to a close with 4 instances of "Oh mia padre, there's a ghost in my body," each of which is sung in an echoey manner with the beat still present and the po line still being performed by the backing singers. Finally, the line "Oh mia padre, there's a ghost in my body," is sung in an echoey manner without beat, and the line "Who the hell is Edgar?" is spoken. All in all, a lively entry, but considering the verses are what I'd call 1970s country, some may well see this as dated, and I think the chorus is very repetitive. It'll be interesting to see how this is staged in Liverpool. Maybe one singer will be sitting at a desk with an Edgar badged typewriter on the desk, and perhaps actually pretending to be typing. Presumably there will be dancers on the stage. After all, there are plenty of lively parts that lend themselves well to being enhanced by dancing. At Eurovision, Austria will be song number 13 in the second semi-final on the 11th of May 2023. Time will tell whether or not Austria will qualify to the grand final. According to Eurovision World, Austria is currently the bookies' favourite for both qualifying for the second semi-final to the grand final and for winning the second semi-final outright. Even so, that's not a guarantee that Austria will qualify. Anything can happen on the night. The United Kingdom votes in the second semi-final, but time will tell whether or not I'll want to vote for Austria that evening. Everything depends on how Teya and Salena and other artists perform in the second semi-final. Bear in mind, the semi-finals this year are decided by televoting only. Although the juries vote in the semi-finals, their points will only be used in the semi-finals if a country is unable to provide a valid televote result for whatever reason. Good luck to Teya and Salena in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 second semi-final and in the grand final if they get there. So you've heard my views on Who the Hell is Edgar, but what do you think of this song? Do you think Who the Hell is Edgar stands a good chance of qualifying to a Eurovision Song Contest 2023 grand final and doing well once there? Or do you think it will be eliminated in the semi-final? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, remember to hit the like button, and if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, eat, sleep, ride roller coasters, repeat. Goodbye, daboch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do pobacenia.